The ones who succeed are those who accept that the journey is long and who keep going, even when things get hard.
As you get older, everyone's question is, where do you want to go? What do you want to do? I never knew the answer to that question. I still don't.
Growing up in Taupo, I was always fascinated by the harsh climate of winter. I'm lucky to call New Zealand my home, but I'm ready for an even bigger adventure.
The Canadian wilderness. That's part of my dream. I know I want to get there.
Canada sounds perfect. Big country though.
So we're gonna need a solid rig. I want to experience as much as possible.
Why not a school bus? This is the story of two Kiwis who moved across the world to live and travel in a school bus.
Okay, let's take this back to the beginning.
We apply for the visas, book our flights, pack and repack 100 times before making the 16-hour, wait, we've just been delayed? 23-hour journey to our new home.
Name something you ask your dog that he answers yes with his tail.
You want to go outside?
Woo!
It's
Cold.
quite brisk this morning.
It's cold.
Yeah.
With a few days of recovery,
Someone had a sore neck.
it was time to start exploring our new backyard and meet some friendly locals. But getting around proved to be hard and expensive without our own vehicle.
We made it. We finally bought a car. We bought this off some sketchy kid. It's been weeks of searching and we finally have a vehicle. But it's not what's going to get us around Canada. While remaining on the hunt for something to convert, there's the odd option that pops up. But there isn't really anything we're sold on. Deciding to broaden our search, we've noticed the same name popping up on several different listings. Who is this Justin fella? And why does he have so many buses? Regardless, he seems like the guy to go to, and we've arranged a meeting to discuss our plan. We aren't too sure how things will go down.
So big.
But Justin gave us the full tour of his operation.
Try not to hit my car.
Bad start to the day.
You get a bit close.
Super close.
He's showing us so many different buses and plenty of different sizes.
I didn't know they came in so many sizes.
But eventually, we find the one.
Yeah. You just hit the brake.
It's sick with all the mirrors.
Yeah, you can see everything in all the mirrors.
Okay, so we found our bus. But are we biting off more than we can chew here? Is this project beyond our capabilities? While Justin and his team prepare the bus for its new purpose, we spend the next few weeks questioning our life choices. Welcome to our new bus. Are you still recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Come on.
The bus is finally ours, and we couldn't wait to dive into the planning process.
Comfy?
Yeah.
But the thing is, we only have a few days to work on it. It's 2 hours away from where we're currently staying, and we're waiting on the paperwork to finalize everything.
We'll have the shower and bathroom on this side, so we'll step into it like this. And this will be a very small, tight, very tight bathroom.
To make things more challenging, we'll soon lose our current place to live and work on the conversion. Summer is slipping away, and we're determined to finish the bus, at least with insulation, before moving in.
Give me a mattress and I'll sleep in it right now.
For now, while Nakita keeps up with her job, I'll head out to the bus to work on it whenever I can. That was the first one that almost came off first go. Well, I've just spent the last hour trying to get this residue from the sticky tape off. It hasn't been fun. I'm just trying to get it off with acetone and a microfiber. But I think I need to go get like a Scotch Brite or something. Damn. The Scotch Brite's definitely helping. What a painful job this is. It's just started raining outside. It's been a pretty big couple days. As you can see, I'm very, very yellow. I think it's been a little bit slower than I expected, but it's been so rewarding so far. Tomorrow we'll probably just keep sanding. There's so much sanding to do. I've got Nakita coming to help me, which will be fantastic.
After a few busy weeks in the summer heat, I finally had some days off work to come and help Joel. We know temperatures will be dropping soon, and we're trying to paint before everything freezes. I'm pretty sick of sanding, so we're picking our colours to lift the mood.
Do like a nice strip, do a green strip. Essentially it will come down to here and go up there, and then this will be the green. It's cold and it's windy.
And limitations, you know.
I decided it was a good idea to bring some reinforcements from work.
Got some help today.
Time is running out and a lot needs to get done.
I was just thinking this is taking forever on this side, and then I look over to the left and I'm like, holy.
While we keep our eyes peeled for accommodation options, Justin and his crew have been kind enough to let us continue the conversion in the yard. After spending a couple weeks travelling back and forth from the site, our relationship with the crew is beginning to develop from customer to friend.
Wasted supplies. Bro. I don't know, wasted supplies. Go off, we'll buy some new ones. Shut up.
I've been invited to join in on the weekly dump runs.
A Duramax with big ass wheels.
And we can't forget the Timo's pickups either. In between bus days, Justin and I have been taking the time to go exploring. He's been showing me all the nearby hidden gems. The amount of support we've received from our new friends during this stage of the build has been heartwarming to experience. We've been blown away with how willing Canadians seem to want to help and just how much they'll offer. It's definitely helped us believe our dream is achievable.
Work will have me travelling back to New Zealand soon. I'm excited to see everyone back home, but leaving Joel to work on the bus alone for a couple months is far from our ideal scenario. I'm eager to get back and help as soon as I can.
Today, I'm not feeling as motivated as I kind of hoped I would. Bit of a lonely journey so far, to be honest. Well, I guess it's time to pack up and call it a day. Come back tomorrow. Oh, I need a screwdriver. Oh. Feeling kind of flat today, if I'm honest. Maybe just overwhelmed. It's also been 4 days in a row, so as you can probably imagine, I'm feeling pretty wrecked and exhausted. This is probably one of the earlier nights I've wrapped up anyway, so maybe I'll go try and catch up on some work and rest, and then get here and keep working. Honestly, the sanding has taken way longer than I thought it would. Getting all these little pieces roughed for paint has just been a slow process, a bit of a grind. And then there's also been reflective tape and sticky residue to remove, but I don't have much more to sand from here. I've got a few little patches on the sides, the roof, and then just the cab. I am sort of planning on siliconing the seams around where the fiberglass meets the actual metal sides. I've been told that there's a few common spots for leakage. Oh, what am I doing with my life? Why did I buy a school bus? It's gonna be okay. I hope it's gonna be okay. Oh, I keep grabbing the wrong glove, the same hand. All right, now we're good. Now we're good. Let's go. Nope, wrong pad. Let's try that again. That was a little sketchy. Putting all the hours in, you know you're making progress. But walking away each day and not seeing a lot of change challenges your resilience. Here we are, another day, coffee in hand. It's not too hot today, which is nice, as you can see. There's a few buses around. Here's our one. Yep. These things are so dope. This one here is a flat nose, which is pretty cool. Another bus. Again, another bus. You wouldn't believe it. Another freaking bus. This guy has got buses coming out of buses, basically. But being in this position has opened the doors to new friendships and experiences. I never imagined finding friends in this way. Although I felt a big gap in my life from missing Nakita and everyone back home, being in this foreign place and out of my usual routine, everyone here made that longing more bearable. And I found over time, my cup was running pretty full. I wasn't really feeling alone anymore. I'm seeing a beautiful part of Canada while working on an ambitious project that I'm learning so much from, even if that means finding a few setbacks along the way. I knew it wasn't long now until Nakita would be back. The idea of life on the road in our bus that we've built is too good of a dream to give up on now. It's all the motivation I need to keep grinding out the long hours of seemingly endless tasks. I know what seems like pointless and time-consuming tasks now will dramatically improve our quality of life on the road later. The sanding, grinding, priming, peeling, siliconing, scraping, welding, hammering, and blood-shedding labour will all be worth it once I see it painted. I smell really bad, but that's okay. So I know that Nakita and I had already picked out a colour, but we kind of looked at it for a few days and under a few different light conditions, and we weren't really like too stoked on how it looked in the sun. It kind of ended up looking like poop after it had dried. I sanded that off this morning, as well as went to the paint shop to go and see what I could find. I ended up picking up 11 different swatches. I've been looking at them in the sun all day. I think I picked one out. I am hoping to get down to the paint store in the next few days. I've been dreaming to get down there. It's getting so close to it being ready to paint that I'm itchy. Damn, it's gonna be 28 degrees tomorrow. So it's my birthday today, alone in Canada, working on a school bus. Who would have thought? Happy birthday to me. I have a coffee and I have an apple turnover, so I'm not complaining. I mean, I filled it up yesterday and it was empty this morning, and just put new lines in and then never had to.
Copper if you want, especially in an area like this.
Yeah.
It's just worth it. There's no sense in going with steel.
Should I grab you some penetrating oil while you're there? So I'm currently under the bus. I was hoping to get some paint done today, but I found a puddle of liquid. There has been like a service brake light on. Turns out there was brake fluid leaking from right by the fuel tank. So we've had to like drop the fuel tank out. Super tight space. Been a nightmare of a job. It was such a grubby day. The state of me today is so gross. Because it's so cold and miserable outside, I decided to start working on our floor plan in a little more detail. This has been the biggest challenge of the project so far, for sure. Now that it's taped out on the floor, it's a lot easier to actually see how the space is going to work. We've probably got a few more tweaks to make to it before it's final, but it's nice to start to make this progress as soon as the weather changes and it goes back to being warm and sunny, which fingers crossed it does in the next week. We'll be painting. On today's agenda, you can see that this is very unsecure, and when you climb underneath, I've already got them out. But the bits that hold it in place are done. I went out and grabbed a new right angle. I'm going to make some new supports for this and hopefully get it a bit more secure. Get this mud flap nice and secure as well. John, the owner of the property where our bus is on, has been kind enough to let me stay in his trailer for a few nights. My accommodation in Port Credit was up, my 2 weeks was up, so I had to move out of there. I've just been a little held up trying to get paint on because we keep getting rain, and not much, just like little sprinkles that's enough to just ruin the paint job. Today's actually looking like a day we might be able to get some paint on. I will be very stoked to see what these colours look like. The much anticipated break in the weather is a relief. It feels so good to start the process I've been eager to begin for months now. First coat of the green is done. It's been quite chilly the last few evenings and mornings, so it'll be interesting to see if the paint can handle the temperature change. I'm so glad we decided to change the colours. That other colour wouldn't have looked anywhere near as good as this. I'm wrapped. So it's meant to rain today, but I'm gonna just do a little test patch of this off-white. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm pretty excited. Ooh, it's very creamy. I think it's gonna look pretty dope. It goes so well with the green, it's gonna pop so well. I don't actually know what happened to this side, but it's dried really dull for some reason. But I'm hoping that the second coat will rectify that. It looks so shiny when I applied it and so amazing, but something's just caused it not to cure properly, I guess. With autumn in full swing and more trashy weather on the horizon, I decided it was time to go and get some warmer clothes from our base a few hours away, and finally pick up Nakita from the airport.
Even though I was severely jet lagged, I couldn't wait to get back to the bus. Besides, it's nothing a few power naps can't fix.
I got Crocs on.
You can't see them.
I'm kidding.
We're in the shed. It's freezing here today with wind. Brutal. We could see the end of the paint job on the horizon.
A couple late nights and some early frosty mornings, we know we can get the job done.
We want to say a big thank you to Justin, his team, and everyone who came to lend hands, or who share our excitement for this project and offer whatever they can to help us achieve this goal. Thanks again, John, for being so accommodating and letting me stay in his pretty cool, funky trailer. But where to from here? We're homeless again. Or are we?